Easter in Spain isn't about pastel-colored eggs and chocolate bunnies. It's a deeply rooted religious and cultural event that spills out into the streets, filling entire cities with candlelight, incense, and the steady beat of drums. Spending Easter in Spain means witnessing centuries-old rituals, dramatic processions, and some of the most comforting seasonal food you'll eat all year. Semana Santa, or Holy Week, refers specifically to the week leading up to Easter Sunday. It begins on Palm Sunday and runs through to Domingo de Resurrection. In Spain, Semana Santa is the heart of Easter celebrations. Easter Sunday marks the resurrection, but the days before it, especially Maundy Thursday and Good Friday, are when you'll see the most important religious events and processions. The most recognizable feature of Easter in Spain is the procession. Religious brotherhoods, known as cofradías, carry enormous floats through the streets. These floats often depict scenes from the Passion of Christ or statues of the Virgin Mary, decorated with flowers and candles. Participants wear long robes and pointed hoods called capirotes. To an outsider, they can look startling at first, but they are traditional penitential garments with medieval origins. The atmosphere varies hugely depending on where you are. In some cities, it's solemn and silent, broken only by the sound of a lone trumpet. When picking the best place to spend Easter in Spain, there's plenty of choice. Head south for fervent Catholic ceremonies, or to the capital for a mix of Holy Week traditions and cultural events. If one city dominates conversations about Semana Santa in Spain, it's Seville. The processions here are elaborate and deeply embedded in local identity. Beyond Seville, cities like Malaga and Granada put on striking processions. In Malaga, some floats are carried by members of the Spanish Legion, adding a distinctive military presence. In Madrid, processions move through areas such as Lavapiés and around Plaza Mayor. The capital blends tradition with big city energy, and you'll see intricately decorated floats against a backdrop of grand boulevards and Baroque churches. Easter in Salamanca feels more intimate. The golden sandstone of the Plaza Mayor and the university buildings adds drama to the candlelit night processions. Events like La Borriquilla on Palm Sunday and the solemn Maundy Thursday services reflect the city's historic character. In Cuenca, the early morning procession known as Las Turbas takes place on Good Friday. Drums and trumpets create a chaotic, almost disorientating soundscape as crowds accompany the float through the narrow streets. Locals often refer to it as the Camino del Calvario, emphasizing its religious meaning rather than the old nickname that tends to confuse visitors. Toledo offers a particularly atmospheric experience. Nighttime processions pass through medieval alleyways lit by torches and candles. With its layered Christian, Jewish and Muslim history, the setting feels quietly powerful rather than theatrical. Food during Semana Santa traditionally reflects Catholic customs of abstaining from meat on certain days, which is why you'll see so much fish and vegetable-based cooking. You'll experience traditions that are not staged for tourists but are part of everyday life. For children, Easter in Spain is quite different from other countries. The celebration does not revolve around the Easter bunny, and egg hunts are not a widespread tradition. Instead, the focus remains on religious observance and family gatherings. Children often take part in processions as members of brotherhoods, wearing traditional robes and carrying candles. In regions such as Catalonia, receiving a Mona de Pascua is one of the highlights of the celebration.